Guys, welcome back to the badge. We're here doing a watch along where the game's already started. It's Tottenham versus Leicester. Ricky's in the hot seat, watching his team. Yeah, nervous. Look at him, he's biting his nails. We haven't even started the pod. We haven't even started the watch along yet.
Hi. How's it
Guys,
going, Phantom?
How you
Good?
doing? How you doing, Ricky? You all right?
Yeah, all good, mate. You all right?
Yeah, not too bad, man. I'm an Arsenal fan right now. We're just watching the game, just watching to see how you guys do. We've done our job. I'm with another fellow wonderful Arsenal supporting fan with me. Jordan, how you doing?
How we doing, boys? All right. How are we doing a watch along when we miss kickoff? How's that happening? What's going on there?
Hey, listen.
Hey, I haven't missed anything. Yeah, Spurs have had
good.
two great opportunities already. Leicester have had a great opportunity. So yeah, it's already nerve-wracking. 7 minutes in, 8 minutes in.
Unbelievable. So wait, what Tottenham slightly doing well at the moment? Yeah.
I mean, after our win at Hoffenheim, that's kind of given the team a big morale boost. But of course, I've got a lot of news to give everyone about Tottenham Hotspur in this wonderful show. So that's still to come.
Okay, so yeah, no Madison from Harry already. He's already in the comment section already. No Madison, mate. What you think, Ricky? Like Madison, how's his time been at Tottenham? What do you reckon?
It's been shaky. I'll be honest with you. I mean, he had a really great start. Like many of our new players, had a really great start. But now we are absolutely suffering. Yes, Harry. Yeah, like no Madison. We get it. I'm trying to get the team up. Have you guys got the Spurs team that we're using?
I do.
Yes. Go on. It's Kinski in goal. Pedro Porro at right back. Dragosin and Ben Davies centre backs. Archie Gray. Okay, I'm guessing Archie Gray and Dragosin are your centre backs, and Ben Davies is a left back. Then you got Bentancur and Papa Matasar and Lucas Bergvall in the middle, with Kulishevsky, Richarlison, and Son Heung-min.
Yeah. So what's happening with Madison?
Yeah.
I mean,
Madison,
he's not even on the bench, so there's got to be some kind of another training ground injury there, surely.
I see injuries. Well, by the live score here, it says overload with the little injury signal next to him.
Oh no! Oh,
that's a bad sign.
What? Leicester 1-0, yeah?
No, not yet.
What minute are you on, Ricky?
9:30.
Okay, you got a little bit on me. I'm on 8:30.
1 minute late. Typical Arsenal fan.
Hey, technically, I'm on 10 minutes.
Oh my days!
Someone saying hi.
Hi,
hello.
What's up? Ali Azid, or if I'm saying that properly. And I need to remind you as well, Ricky. You know they said they when Erdegaard, when James Madison started at Tottenham, yeah. What's that say? Tottenham Hotspur supporters mug. We've got Tottenham mugs here, mate. We've got a mug at the ready. Jordan's ready.
There we go.
Not to be confused with a cup.
Not to be. Notice the word mug is in massive letters there as well.
Exactly.
Mug. Absolute mug.
But yeah, let's talk Premier League.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about this weekend.
What?
What should we start off with?
Ricky, there's only one place to start off. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to start things off talking about Arsenal's thing, right?
We have to.
Miles Lewis Skelly's red card is one of the most biggest disgraces I've ever seen. It's a disgrace. If I was Drogba right now, I feel like Drogba in 2009 after the Barcelona game. It's a disgrace.
Absolutely.
It's an absolute disgrace.
I disagree, but don't worry, keep going.
Wow, you're the only person I've heard say that, you know.
Really?
The only person. Everyone across the country.
I need Jamie O'Hara's help on this.
Right, even Jamie O'Hara.
No dangerous challenge.
What?
not
Everyone.
dangerous challenge, not last man back. Where's the red card? They didn't. How did they not go and look at VAR for this? Another like everybody's been saying it, but I agree with it. The only
Thanks for the
team
dig,
where you
Harry.
get decisions. No, what's the difference between Spurs and the team? One stays in the cup.
Actually, yeah, he's right. Spurs have stayed in every cup so far. So yeah, thank you.
Hey, yeah,
No.
we'll see. We'll see by the end of the season if this sentence rings true or not.
Okay, so let's talk. Okay, so Wolves and Arsenal.
Yep.
Wolves
So-
and Arsenal.
I'm pretty sure it's safe to say that both players deserve the red card.
No,
No, not in the
Ricky,
slightest. Not in the slightest.
unacceptable. That red card was shocking. I can't even lie. That red card. It's another
So why
one
is it not a
where-
red card?
Because you,
Why is
you
it
see
not a red
that
card?
you see that all the time, man. It was all right. It was cynical. It was deliberate. He knew what he was doing. It was a yellow card. He was just
Yeah.
preventing the breakaway. That was it. Like you see
Yeah.
that game after game after game. That's
It
all it
won
was.
a dangerous. It won a dangerous challenge.
Man. It wasn't
and
dangerous.
he
They've
won-
come back
Really?
and said studs up. They've said the studs were up.
Yep, the studs were up.
That's absolutely
Studs were up.
ludicrous.
Yeah,
Ricky.
watch it over again, guys.
No.
I'm watching
He
it
comes,
right now.
He comes and clips him. That's it. That's all it is. It's
He
a yellow
literally
card.
clips it. Ricky, I've played at right back, right? I've played at right back. I've done that challenge a million times, Ricky. I've done, you know what? I've done even more cynical ones than that and gotten yellows for it.
That's it.
Literally.
Anyone
At
at
lower
any
levels,
level
That's
knows.
probably why you play badminton now.
I'm a professional badminton player, mate. But even at that, even if I did that in badminton, they'll give me a yellow, mate. No ways. Like Ricky.
Yeah, I mean,
no-
it studs up, man. That's
No,
rules
no.
are rules.
All right. If
You know,
okay, so
and it went to VAR.
okay,
And
all right.
VAR even said, yeah, that's right.
So okay, so let's say studs up is a red card. Why did their guy get a second yellow for studs up?
yeah.
To be honest, come on, Oliver was lazy.
No,
You know,
no.
so
Oliver's
it-
got a vendetta.
and at the same
He's
time,
lazy when it
the
comes
red
to
is a
Arsenal.
red, right? What's
No.
the difference?
One match
Have you
ban,
noticed-
3 match ban. That's the difference.
Ah, well, you know, you can't be too harsh on Wolves, and you guys got the 3 points. You know,
Yeah, but
the only thing I want to talk about, guys, is despite the red card, do you guys believe that you deserve the 3 points?
Yes. 100%.
Mhm.
Especially on this day. I'm not gonna lie. When we went down to 10 men, I thought Arsenal, every time we've gone down to 10 men, we haven't attacked any teams. I was thinking, I'm not sure, man. But really and truly, second half, because it happened right before
There
the
we
end of
go.
the first
They
half.
agree with me.
never a red card. Never.
And yeah, that was a red card. Studs up. Thank you.
And this is unacceptable. Serious foul play.
Yeah.
Red card stands up. Nah. and what
Serious
team-
foul
and
play. Are you serious?
It's
What team
true.
is what? And which team
serious
is what?
foul play.
And
which team
is
what?
I'm pretty sure they support Arsenal.
No way. There's no way whatsoever.
I mean, okay, so like I believe, yeah, red card, studs up. You know, both players deserve the red card. At the same time, I do not believe that you guys deserve the 3 points. I think you missed a lot of sitters, a lot of opportunities. Likewise with Wolves as well. Wolves missed some really, really good opportunities. So I think you guys were lucky.
It missed
I
one
think
good opportunity.
What,
One
the
good
Cunha
opportunity
chance?
in the first half. Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, I mean, we've got our centre forward missing sitter after sitter after sitter. So in that sense, yeah, I kind of get what you're saying, but he's not a centre forward, so that's that argument done. He's a midfielder who wasn't good enough to play in midfield, and
we're
now
going to
he's-
hear that argument throughout the whole bloody season, aren't we?
I mean, you've heard it so far.
You
But is it
know,
not- is it not
we
the
should
case?
say that about Song. You know, oh, Song, he's a midfielder. Da, 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 da. Maybe
Oh,
we
you're
shouldn't expect
joking.
goals from him.
The left
He's
winger.
attacking. Yeah.
No, no, I'm not having that. Kai
He's not
Havertz
a
was
striker.
brought in £65 million, £275,000 a week to play at the left 8 role. He was not good
Okay.
enough to do that, and now he's playing the centre forward for Arsenal Football Club. No, man, that is an absolute joke. and he's missing. He's getting like header after header. They're bouncing off his shoulder. He's putting them wide. He's doing all sorts with them, apart from sticking them in the back of the net.
Can't
Has he has he
I'm
earned?
finished with that guy.
Has he earned his place? Is he worth the money?
I'm not going to dignify that with a response. Come on. He's
What's Harry saying?
a stoppable force versus a movable object. Apparently, I'm guessing that's Newcastle versus Spurs, yeah?
Oh, have you guys accepted defeat from Newcastle then? You believe that
We're
you're
not
not going
coming.
to get through to the final?
I don't. No. We're not going to over. We need to go to St James's Park and score 3. Without them, no.
So who's got the most difficult second leg then? Spurs going to Anfield. Oh God, Song just missed an opportunity.
Well, you just need to hold out at Anfield, right? You got the 1-0 lead already, have you not? So
we've got 1-0 lead.
Yeah.
Technically,
So
you've got the easier task. It's not much easier, but you're in the lead. Like we are 2-0 down going to St James's Park. I can't lie, that's a nightmare scenario. Like having to score 3 without reply over there. That's a little bit too much.
It's painful.
He could have broken his ankle.
I believe the only thing that can save us is if we sign a major player and just go in there with our heads gassed because we've signed a madness, if that makes sense. And then we get like an early goal in the first 15 minutes. Then it's game on at St. James's. But too many things we need to go on.
It's too late for me in the season to recover. Like, all right, we might get if we make a big signing, we might get a boost for the Newcastle game. But to save the season, it's man. We needed to do business early.
What? So are you looking for a forward?
I personally think we need sort of 3, 4, maybe 5 players to actually.
Christ. In the January transfer window.
This is the thing. That's obviously going to be more of a summer thing, but that's all Arsenal fans have heard so far. Wait till the summer. Wait till the summer. So I don't know. The one striker that we are linked with is Benjamin Sesko. He said that he wants Arsenal, but for me, he's not. He's not the guy. But like I said, all of the stick that I give to Kai Havertz, him not actually being a centre forward, it's not very difficult to upgrade on that. So Sesko, yeah, bring him in, see what he can do. But really, if we really want to make a push for the title, we need better, and we needed it a lot sooner. So it's looking hard, man. It's looking hard for Arsenal.
You reckon Arsenal going to sign anyone? Like by the end of this window, we got what?
We might make some signings. Like, I mean, like I said, Sesko's open to a move. It looks like Cunha's trying to force a move, but too little, too late, man. Too little, too late. Cunha would have been great anyway, but never a needle mover for me, because we need someone either in that left 8 or on the left-hand side. And he's an improvement on what we've got in both of those positions, but he's not the guy to push us over the line. 100%.
You guys are having plenty of opportunities though. You know, so you're getting deliveries in and all of that. Your defense isn't too bad either.
Can I just make one point actually about one of the games that was on yesterday? Newcastle v Southampton. Now, as an Arsenal fan, everyone thinks I'm gonna go on and hype Isak now, because for me, Isak is the guy that I want desperately. But
everyone wants him.
Everyone wants him. But Arsenal fans have wanted him for a long time. We've been tracking his number plates, his flights, and all of that.
Stalker alert.
But Southampton, bottom of the league, pretty much relegated as it is. They scored a goal yesterday. The ball came in. Was it Bednarek? Just absolute bullet header. Beyond the keeper. It was like rifled in. Like I said, they're rock bottom of the league. We've got Kai Havertz up front, who wouldn't in a million years be able to do that. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's how much levels there is. Like, we are in desperate need of someone that can come in. And to be fair, aerially, Sesko's not too bad. So if we can bring him in, just do something, man.
Yeah, Sesko's not. But the thing is, I listened to a podcast called the Arsenal Vision podcast, and they made a great point. Yeah, Sesko's one of those guys who, I don't know what Arnie's putting here, but I don't know what this
Oh
means.
no!
Oh.
Clearly
Let's have
not
a
a
look now.
Spurs fan.
Let's
Clearly
have a
not a
look now.
Spurs fan. Right, here we
But
go.
yeah, somebody was saying inside the podcast that Shesko, yeah, he's got the kind of goal catalog that will make you think, wow, this guy is the real deal. Yeah,
Mhm.
he scores so much bangers, it's crazy. But if you watch him in 90 minutes, yeah, it's not all clean.
Yeah.
It's not actually. Hey, I think Anne was pulling your leg. I think Anne was
Yeah,
pulling your leg.
yeah, they are. Because I'm not behind at all. I'm exactly live. I'm just double checking as well.
You rattled us
Yeah,
all. I can't lie, and you rattled us.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
actually rattled
100%.
us, mate.
I mean, to be honest, like we are 22 minutes into the game, and this is so slow, so boring. Leicester, they are definitely going to score first, 100%.
First,
Yeah. What do you guys think about Van Nistelrooy?
I
Oh,
think
he's
he's a
having a
decent manager.
no.
What's the club that he was at before? He was in the Dutch league as well. I think it was PSV
I
or
think it was
um
PSV.
or
Yeah, I
Feyenoord or
think.
one of the two teams. Yeah, he did well in that season. And I remember there was a story about after doing well in the season, like he did nothing wrong. Team were doing well, they were progressing. They had Xavi Simmons. That's when they had Xavi Simmons and Sangare, and they played us, I think, a couple years back, Jordan. Yeah.
Mhm.
He was manager, and then he heard at the end of the season that the players were talking to the board behind his back. And then he resigned off the back of that. It was so random. Like, what? But this Roy's resigned. He's been doing a good job. Why is he gone? And then he came out with that statement. I remember. But ever
I
since
don't
then, I was
remember
like,
that.
okay.
But then what does that say about what's going on behind the scenes, man? Because he's obviously if they're performing well, but he's still managed to lose the dressing room somehow. I don't know. And this situation at Leicester, maybe you know how they say like, could somebody like I'm exaggerating a point, but could somebody like Pep Guardiola manage like a relegation battle? Or I mean, we might be finding that out fairly soon, to be fair. But like these top managers, are they just suited to like big clubs and good players? Maybe Van Nistelrooy is more in that kind of mold where he needs better players in a better team to be able to like work some kind of structure, because this Leicester team are on the floor right now. And to be honest, if Spurs can't get over the line in this one, then
I
there's
can't.
serious problems.
I cannot. I cannot say that a manager is a really great manager because he's got such amazing quality players. What
Mm,
makes him a great manager is to turn really shit players into quality players. That to me is a great manager. I think Ange has done that with a few Spurs players. I am not one of those hashtag get Ange out. Um, I think he's done a great job, but he's just been really unlucky. I've never seen so many injuries in my life.
But a lot of these injuries are coming from training, right? They're not like most of them are sort of behind the scenes, and you're just getting news reports of like, oh, another injury in training. It's like, what is going on in training? Why is he pushing them too hard? Is it too intense? Like,
I think he
what's going
needs.
on?
I think he needs help. I think Ange needs help with his coaching team. So, yeah, medical staff, all of that. I've seen loads of job vacancies go up at Tottenham Hotspur on their
Yeah,
website. I might
on bruv,
apply. Why not?
on Indeed and LinkedIn and stuff, man.
Yeah.
That's next level.
Hey, Tottenham job. Hey, landing a Tottenham job from Indeed is wild, mate.
Yeah,
Imagine, like, how
man.
did you get your job? Went on Indeed. Now I'm Tottenham manager.
Oh my God.
Now I'm
Why
boss of
do we
Tottenham.
have Dragerson? Go.
What?
Go.
What's that?
Did you
What'd you
say
say?
goal?
No, 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 no goal.
Oh, okay.
I was
Porcelain.
about to say Dragerson. Yeah,
He's
I love
awful.
that man. He needs to. He
Oh
needs
my
to have a
God.
testimonial at Tottenham
Like,
because he's the
let me
one.
just read. So, Tottenham Hotspur, News Justin. So, I've got a beautiful source from Tottenham Hotspur, Danny Beck, shout out. So, he's said to me that there's a section on Tottenham's strategic report on their website. and it states that the company, for the benefit of its members as a whole, and in doing so, have regard to a range of matters, including likely consequences of any decision long term. So, what really strikes out for me is they've stated long term consequences. And what they've said is that there's a long term sustainability, viability of the business model. And they've stated that our business model going forward allows the group to be less reliant on football revenues. So, what that means is Tottenham Hotspur, they are not allowing themselves to get worked up on them not winning any trophies because they don't need to. They are generating revenue for the club. Football, they've accepted, is not their primary income anymore. It is all other entertainments. Yeah. Which I don't understand because each concert brings in a profit of £5 million. Every concert. £5 million. Ticket sales they get roughly £100 million a year for fans to come to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
Is that season tickets as like mainly, I would presume? Or...
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
100 million a year. So they are not using any of their profit from football to buy in players. So the reason why I'm saying this is you've just had a statement come out from Ange this morning that got released stating that he's not going to buy any more players in January.
He's not already. That's like he's come out and said this.
Yes, he's come out and said it.
How did he word it? Did he say I don't need any, or I'm unable to get them, or like?
I'm just trying to find the.
Or like, what was the tone of it? Because I can't imagine him being quite like pleased with that statement.
Phantom, try find it.
What? Try and find it.
The Ange statement. It's an Ange statement that came out this morning saying that he's not buying anyone. Anne is saying Kinky picked the wrong sport. His name is Kinski, not Kinky. It's not that kind of. It's not that kind of kinky sport.
And Dragonson sounds like a legendary Pokemon. Apparently, hey, I can see it. I can see an evolution. It sounds like an evolution of a Pokemon, let alone Pokemon in itself.
Dragonson, I choose you, Pikachu.
It sounds like Draga, the Pokemon evolves into Dragonson, like Dragonson.
What was that one? Was it Dragonite? Was that one?
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Dragonite.
Yeah.
Is that Pokemon or Digimon?
Oh, I don't know. I was more of a Pokemon man, and it might be though.
No, me too. I'm trying to remember.
Apparently, Ange Postecoglou says Spurs are playing with fire by not making more signings. That's kind of what I would have expected from him, to basically say like, this is the situation we're in, and I'm not happy with it, that sort of thing.
I'm trying to see what he said as well. He said Postecoglou said it in like the last 24 hours. Yeah, about there.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this game looks like it's going to be a draw, gents.
Yes.
Draw? I don't think so. Well, if it's going to be a draw, it's going to be a scoring draw. That's for sure. This isn't a 0-0 draw.
I tell you now, this could easily be 0-0.
You reckon?
It's the Spurs curse. Yeah, this could easily be 0-0. What are you guys predicting? Jordan, you're watching the game.
Spurs never strike me as a clean sheet team. Like,
no, not at all.
Remember when I asked you the other day, Ricky, one of Spurs' last clean sheet, and we were scratching our heads, going, "Oh my goodness, it was against Liverpool." Like Spurs are not a clean sheet team. Like even if you're gonna draw, it's gonna be 1-1 or 2-2 or something.
Oh!
Ooh.
Song has just hit the crossbar.
Wait, was that the header?
Dragerson?
There's
No, off his
Pokemon.
foot. Ah, it's a goal! Why am I celebrating a goal? I don't even know who that was. Headed the ball, goal opportunity, and the header almost goes off for a throw-in. It's so embarrassing.
Come on,
Um,
Van Nistelrooy, mate.
So it was a
Come on, Van
very bad camera angle. Oh wow! But yeah, 0-0. Still,
A personal letter from Martin Keown himself,
Oh,
apologizing to Van Nistelrooy and urging him on this particular match.
yeah, I bet.
that is
Let's
shameless. It's just shameless.
So, as
you can picture
I mean,
Martin Keown in his dopey voice, like my apologies for Nistelrooy. You know
oh, here we go.
that flying punch.
Stay with me. I think there's a goal coming straight up.
Oh,
Porro
I think
crossing.
there is.
Richarlison!
Oh.
I'm 10 seconds behind. Thank you, Anne.
Not a
Richarlison.
bad goal, to be fair.
And
I can see it
his,
now.
his celebration is so funny. Richarlison does this.
Brilliant goal, to be fair. Brilliant goal. Yeah, he does that. He does that.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a good goal,
He's
man.
actually done it as well. He does the.
That's so funny. I thought he was going to do the pigeon. Oh, they going to VAR?
Is he changed it?
No.
No, he was onside. He was onside.
He's on, isn't he?
Richarlison.
Good delivery from Pedro Porro.
Mhm. Yeah, excellent delivery.
You know, great placement as well. Keeper no chance. Sorry, Jordan Pickford. But yeah, far post.
Wait, Pickford.
Richarlison's got two defenders, kind of half marking him, but nice and easy.
Well
And
done, Richarlison. Great ball.
Jacob
Whose
in the
ball was
chat.
that? Was that Pedro Porro? Great pass.
Pedro Porro
Pedro Porro.
cross.
Yeah,
And
well
1-0 to
done.
Spurs. Wow, who would have thought it? I'm predicting a draw still, though. So
Hey, Jacob in the chat. Who do you support? You're either a Leicester fan or an Arsenal fan, I presume.
who's Anne supporting as well? But yeah, let's talk relegation battle.
Relegation. What we got at the bottom there? We got like Ipswich, Southampton, and
Leicester.
yeah,
And
Leicester,
Wolves
Ipswich,
as well.
Southampton at the bottom. Yeah,
Wolves are down there as well.
Are literally surviving by goal difference. According to
Yeah,
this,
man. Was it 16 points they got?
yes, but the goal difference is, as it stands,
Ooh.
Southampton are minus 37 at 20, Leicester 19th with minus 26, and so are Ipswich Town minus 26. Wolves have got minus 20, and they're 17th.
Wow, yeah, I'm looking. You know, I mean, Ipswich
that's crucial.
is one of. I mean, Ipswich
That goal difference is
lost.
crucial.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just looking now. I've got a funny feeling that Everton is short-lived.
You think Everton are going down?
Jacob, Leicester, please win. Ha ha ha. Jacob, who do you support? You're definitely a gooner. Definitely a gooner.
Lovely. You're outnumbered, Ricky, mate. You're outnumbered, mate.
How you've managed to pull in two Arsenal fans to watch a Spurs watch-along, I'll never know, by the way.
Hey, so do you know what? I just want to take the mick out of you guys, you know, because Liverpool, clearly I'm a Liverpool fan. Clearly.
Unbelievable, Ricky. Why are you supporting Liverpool,
so
mate?
you've pulled off your Man City shirt from last season to reveal a Liverpool shirt this year, yeah?
Yeah, like Man City, come on, let's face it, Man City ain't going to get top four.
Man City will get top four.
You know, Man City were lucky yesterday, guys. You know, like let's talk about the Chelsea Man City game.
Did you watch that? Did anyone watch that?
Yeah.
Did you watch that? The defenders debut, Kusanov.
Oh man.
The first 25 minutes, he was in hell. He was in hell the first 25 minutes, but he actually steadied himself second half and whatnot. There was a point where the Man City players were playing around him. Like, bro, we ain't giving you the ball. We ain't giving you for one touch pass, nothing. Like, they were like, let's keep the ball over this side. over there because we know your head's gone right now. That I could feel it for him. I can't even lie.
Yeah, he
He
had a
tried to
rough
do,
introduction to the Premier League.
yeah.
But
Welcome to the
Marmoush,
Prem.
though, that
Yeah, he
introduction
looked
to the Premier League.
dangerous.
Oh, what a player. What a player he's going to be, man. I'm so envious. I'm so envious of Man City.
I'll tell you what, though. The City and oh god, my thing's not working. My pad's not working. The City and Chelsea game. I was so shocked with who is the Chelsea goalkeeper, by the way.
Robert Sanchez.
Robert Sanchez, yeah.
Terrible.
Dreadful
Terrible.
player.
As a goalkeeper, the biggest rule is okay, the first two goals, definitely the keeper's fault. Definitely a keeper error. You know, number one, if you've got a defender that has got the attacking player, yeah, and is marking that attacking player, as a
Ooh.
goalkeeper, biggest rule, you do not come off your line. Yeah? You definitely
Yeah.
don't. And he's come off his line, he's left himself exposed, and clearly his defender is never going to get there. You know, so yeah, terrible errors. Two errors gave Man City the game. Cole Palmer deciding now that he no longer wants to be selfish, so he gives the ball away, and nothing happens.
It was a poor pass from him. You mean when he was sort of through on goal and he squared it? Yeah,
Yeah, kind of. You could say half poor pass as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He should have just gone for the
It was
shot.
overhit. He absolutely had that shot on there.
Okay, guys. Whilst we're on this, yeah. Yesterday I was at the debate got brought up again. Like, Cole Palmer is he better than Phil Foden?
I've been thinking this for a while, you know. I genuinely have.
You
Because
reckon he is, yeah?
What's that?
You reckon he is like
It's a debate. It's a debate. The thing is, we know that we know that Cole Palmer can shine in a poor team because we've seen it ever since he joined Chelsea. We don't know if Phil Foden is capable of that. And I think
but this is where the debate went exactly. It was like, does Phil Foden have the quality to where he deserves to have a great team around him? Like, for example, you can't put Pirlo at the base of a midfield that, like Tottenham's. I don't even mean that out of to be funny. Okay, let's say you can't put Pirlo at the base of midfield at Southampton and ask him to be himself. It's like, mate, you actually deserve the quality around you to be at the base of midfield where you got Seedorf in front of you and Gattuso. You know what I'm saying?
it's true.
But Foden, yeah, what do you look at him more as? Do you look at him more as, yo, you've got so much supreme quality, you deserve a quality team around you, or the level of quality you have is good, but you need to be pulling your weight with that quality more?
Okay, all right. So the only example we have of Phil Foden in a poor side really is Man City's run this season, and he's been as abject as the rest of them.
Yeah.
He's had the
And England
opportunity
as well.
well, yeah, England as well, but I still put that more on the manager, to be honest. The quality of players, and I suppose, yeah, I don't know. I just think with Man City this season, we've seen any individual in that team has had the chance to grab that team by the scruff of the neck and say, "Nah, I'm not standing for this. Let's go. Let's do
But
something."
then they'll argue, what about last season? He literally, off the back
Yeah.
of De Bruyne being injured last season, said, "Listen, I'm
Mhm.
I'm the player of the season."
Yeah, absolutely. He shone last season. I can't take that away from him. I just think this was the year that if he really had it in him, then he could have done it. And I think even with like so hang on, what's the league table saying now? Because they're whereabouts are they?
But Man City got like 41 points, and Liverpool got 53.
Yeah. So I'm just thinking, right.
With a game in hand.
Oh yeah.
So look how close. So Man City are in fourth with 41 points. Chelsea are in sixth with 40 points. So Man City, obviously, in the last few weeks, they've had a little bit of a resurgence. But for the most part, they were below Chelsea in the league. Where's Phil Foden? Why is Phil Foden not stepping up and making this his season? Why does he need all right, Kevin De Bruyne was out last season, but they were shining. Like everyone was on point last season.
Ballon d'Or winner
And
was at the base of midfield, giving him right between the lines where he needs the ball.
yeah. So you could say, I mean, would you not look at Cole Palmer's performances this year and say, does he not deserve to be in a team of greats that are supplying him and making him look even better? Like, I think I'm not saying one or the other because I genuinely don't know what the answer is, Foden or Palmer, but I think there's definitely a conversation to be had, man. And I was, even when Pep let him go, I was thinking, I'm not sure about that.
So this is an interesting question for you two.
Mhm.
Your next Premier League game, right,
Man City.
is Man City next week,
Man City.
and we're doing a live stream. We are
Yep.
going to be doing a live stream next Sunday. So my question to you two is if, and it is a big if Man City claim 3 points next week against you guys, yeah,
Mhm.
and that brings them up to 44 points, which means they will be trailing behind you by 3 points. Do you think that Man City will be a threat for you guys?
For us, yeah.
Threat in what terms? Like,
Of being contenders in the Premier League, of getting the Premier League title.
I don't think anyone right now is a threat to Liverpool. So I would null and void that question. I think
Okay, well then, could Man City claim second spot
yeah,
and bring you guys down to
Yeah.
third?
yeah, yeah. I definitely see that as a possibility. It's amazing to me when you look at how dreadful they've been for such a long period this season, and they're now sitting in the top four, and like you said, potential to finish second in the league. I just don't understand the numbers. You know, when it just doesn't make any sense to you. You're like, how the hell have they done that?
But you know what? Like, even looking at yesterday's game against Chelsea, I was looking at a Man City team and I thought, this isn't the usual Man City team that I'm used to be watching. And I believe that if Chelsea didn't make those stupid errors, we would have been looking at a complete different result yesterday.
Yeah. I mean, from what I saw of the game, which was highlights, I'll be honest, it did look like Chelsea threw it away essentially. And although this is the thing, right? So I was looking at Man City's last 5 results in the Premier League. I think their form is better than Liverpool and Arsenal in the last 5. Just. So whether that's by luck or by judgment, they're getting over the line. They're getting somewhere right now, which is more than can be said for where they were, say, before Christmas. And that could be the difference maker. You know, they rely on a little bit of luck here and there. Whether Arsenal can keep them out next week is a different story entirely, because I don't even know how we're going to perform. Like, what tactics are we going to take into that game? Are we just going to sit back and absorb everything? Are we going to try and show our muscle, show our might? Are we going to
Who's gonna
have
be
anyone?
fit? Miles Lewis
Exactly.
Skelly, is the red card gonna be rescinded? Are we gonna appeal?
Oh,
Goodness
please.
For
Oh,
goodness
I
sake,
mean,
are we gonna appeal, mate? Ricky,
you're adamant.
telling me
You're
that's not
adamant
worth an
that it
appeal?
wasn't a red, so why not appeal?
Well, look, I didn't realize
Um,
that the appeal committee, or whatever you call it, is made up of ex-players and ex-managers, or like it's people within the
yeah.
game. I
That's
think
good.
that's what I heard. So I think from
Players
that
and
perspective,
refs, yeah.
no, not refs. That's what I mean. Like people that have been on the playing side, so either players or managers or whatever.
Pedro Porro on the attack.
Oh,
Oh, terrible ball in. Bergville back to Kulusevski. Here we go. But sorry, guys, there's a big threat towards Leicester now. Song just outside the box. And I think the ball's going back. Yeah, Spurs have taken the ball back. What a waste. Such a waste. Oh,
And I missed all of it because my stream died.
your stream died.
my stream's been pretty good. I'm at halftime on my stream, just across halftime.
Just
Half-time.
a FYI, I legally pay for my streams.
Yeah, so my
Exactly
internet's
what?
just really bad.
How are we watching 2 p.m. UK kickoff on Sunday? You say? Don't ask. Don't ask questions. You're asking too many questions, ladies and gentlemen.
Ask Harry Kane.
Ask Harry Kane. How he's
Once we
watching
get
Tottenham.
once we
He's
get a
watching
VPN
Harry
sponsor, we
Tottenham
can
right
tell
now.
you.
What was that,
Okay, yeah,
Jordan?
I'm not. Once we get a VPN sponsor, we can tell you how we watch the games legally.
That's brilliant.
Hey, listen,
So, yeah,
Harry
I'll have
Kane's
time.
probably watching the game right now, Ricky.
He's probably trying to still learn German.
100%.
Is he not trying to still learn English?
He's watching the game.
Oh,
You
that's
know
a good
he's
one.
sweating. You know he's sweating. Like, by the way, Ricky, yeah, on a side note, you know Harry Kane is like sweating watching you guys against Liverpool going, oh my God. If you guys win a trophy before he does, because all the trophies
That
that
would
he's
be
legend to win
hilarious.
are at the end of the season. So technically the Carabao Cup's in February. If Harry Kane's
Because-
thinking, no way they're gonna if they show armpits before I do, nah.
We
You want to buy a
haven't.
ticket for what?
We haven't won a cup with Harry Kane. So yeah, if we win the League Cup this season,
You're gonna have one
what
before
does
Harry
that
Kane.
say?
You're gonna have one before Harry Kane, literally, Ricky. Like Tottenham are gonna have done it before Harry Kane. And technically,
So
the time of what if you guys do the Carabao Cup? Technically, the time of Harry Kane, you're still going. You still have to get to the end of the road. Imagine Bayern don't win a trophy as well by the end of the season. They got knocked out of the cup by Bayer Leverkusen. Yeah, this already done. Like they got knocked out the cup by Bayer Leverkusen. Bayer Leverkusen and Leipzig are still up there in the league. Like it could still be Harry Kane.
wow. He's just. I mean, I don't want us to keep banging on about this topic, but he cowardly decided to leave this country for a non-competing league. You're the second highest goal scorer in Premier League history, and all he needed was 2 or 3 more seasons at an English Premier League team to be the greatest goal scorer. So I still don't understand why go.
But who would that? I mean, unless he would have stayed at Spurs, who would that have been? Because remember, he had the opportunity to go to Man City, but
we blocked it.
As soon as they got Haaland, that was never going to happen. So realistically, what club would he have gone to in the Premier League?
He can join a Premier League team now if he wants to. So, for example, if Man City or Man United want Harry Kane and want to spend a lot of money on his wages, Spurs get a fee from that new club. So not only they have to pay Bayern Munich, but whatever Premier League team is interested in Harry Kane, they have to pay us as well. So Daniel Levy is very shrewd, very smart, but I can't see Harry Kane coming back to the Premier League. I really don't see it. What about you guys?
Coming back to the Prem, if it's not like a mercenary type move, like if he goes like to Man U or like no, I can't. Maybe not again now. At this point that he's left, maybe not. Maybe not. I don't think.
Do you think Arsenal should put a cheeky bid in?
Mate, if there's any chance to get that deal done, are you kidding me? Any chance to get that deal done, it's
not going to happen. He's seen the stigma against Sol Campbell.
Yeah, but
what do you mean stigma? What
is he going to do a bloody advert just like Sol Campbell?
Greatest.
The worst thing that Harry Kane could do is chat to Sol Campbell right now. That's the worst thing that could happen because, bro, Sol Campbell will be like, listen, I want to go, with his high pitched voice. I want to win. What are you doing, Harry Kane? I want to win, mate.
Is that your Sol Campbell impression?
I want to win. What you have at the end of the day when your career's gone? Nothing. You want to win? Campbell, mate. I love Campbell, mate.
Dusting those bloody trophies that he should have sold on eBay.
Unbelievable.
You know, Campbell. He's gonna face. Campbell's a sort of shameless guy who FaceTime Harry Kane next to his Invincibles when like, look at this, Invincibles. It's incredible.
I mean, Harry Kane's already got his little cannon trophy anyway, isn't he, for being the Bundesliga top scorer? So he's half Arsenal anyway.
I mean, he got
In
all
it.
of those at Spurs. He got all of those trophies at Spurs for being the Golden Boot.
Yeah, but now
they
he's
gave
Man
got
him
an
of
the
the
actual
cannon,
match.
like
golden cannon, though. He's
yeah, he
got a
gave him the
golden
armory,
cannon.
mate. From
Like,
the
come
armory,
on.
mate itself.
Why? Why cannon?
Sponsored by
Why
Armory.
make it look like the Gunners? Seriously? Seriously?
It's
What is
fate.
wrong
It's
with
meant to
people?
be.
While we are in halftime, let's take this opportunity to do a combined 11 for Arsenal and Man City. It's Arsenal against Man City, isn't it? Next Sunday. So,
Yes.
Lombe, Phantom, I want you to have a look
That's
at Man City's 11 and Arsenal's 11. And let's go ask around the clock, ask all of us, starting with the goalkeeper, of course.
so as it stands, Arsenal have got David Raya, they've got Edison or Ortega. Me
So
personally,
those are the options. Go on.
I'm personally, me personally, if it was prime, perhaps I'd pick Edison, but Raya right now, he's one of the best keepers in the league for me. He's got the perfect balance between being a good goalkeeper and being good with your feet to distribute. So I'm picking Raya,
So you're picking Rayo.
definitely.
Okay. Left back. What are the left back options?
Left back, we've got a million left backs. We've got
too many left
Calafiori,
backs.
Skelly, Tierney, Zinchenko, Kilio. Take your pick out of that lot. And then they've got who's the left back at the moment? Gvardiol.
Guardiola, yeah.
Gvardiol
But then they
or
could put Ake
Kanji
out
or
there. They
Ake.
could put Kanji out there. Like,
Okay. So
Okay.
Jordan, who are you going for
mm,
left back?
Mm.
who am I going
I
for?
still
For
believe, I'm not gonna lie, yeah. I still believe
Well,
Ake is absolutely solid in it. I believe
I
he's
really like
he's
Ake.
solid and he's proven.
I really do
I'll
like
put
Ake.
Ake
Yeah.
at left back personally.
I think that's a good shout. But then, I mean, yeah, Guardiola.
That's all they're getting.
Defensive,
That's all they're
defensively,
getting, mate. I'll
defensively,
tell you right
Guardiola is
now.
questionable, but I love him going forward. So that's a tough one. But yeah, for solidity, yeah, I'll probably go for Ake.
And what were the other options?
What, Man City
Saliba
or
and
Arsenal?
Gabriel.
Both.
So Gvardiol, Ake, Akanji. For Arsenal, I mean, take your pick. Lewis Skelly, Calafiori,
You're not picking
Tomiyasu if he's
Calafiori?
fit.
Tierney, Zinchenko.
Yeah,
Tomiyasu
Tierney
as well, yeah.
Zinchenko. You put Timber over there. And we've got a squad of left backs. I looked at our
So-
bench the other day and it was like 6 left backs.
Okay, so who would
Yeah.
you have as right back? What are the options for right back?
Timber, Ben White, Kyle Walker, and
No longer Carl Walker.
Well, he's out on loan, I think it is. So I don't know. Does he count as a
No, he won't count
okay?
because he can't be
yeah,
played
you're
on
right.
Sunday's game.
Okay.
So it will be Timber, Ben White, Tomiyasu. That's Arsenal side. Their side is
No,
Rico Lewis.
Are we taking injuries into account?
Let's pretend they're not injured.
Because I mean, it's got to be Ben White, in my opinion. Ben White is. If we had
What?
Ben White this season, boy, we'd be looking like a different team.
Who've Man City got?
They usually have Rico Lewis and who's another one? They either play Rico Lewis or who's a guy? A Kanji at right back sometimes.
Oh my
If
God.
not
I'm
Kyle
sorry.
Walker.
Yeah, I hate to
taking
say
Ben
it.
White.
Yeah, I have to unfortunately agree.
Mhm.
I don't
Ake
want
is
to
the
agree,
only member in the back line, mate. It's Raya
but
for
Man
me. It's
City,
Raya,
no.
Raya, Ake at left back, Gabriel, Saliba, Timber. That's me. That's my back line right there.
What centre backs have City got?
See, this is the thing as well.
Sorry, Kanji
Like,
Stones, Ruben
at their
Diaz,
best,
Kusanov
at,
now.
at their best, I'm saying Ruben Diaz and John Stones for Man City. But from what we've seen this season and for the past couple of seasons, yeah, it's got to be Gabriel Saliba, man. That partnership is just immense.
Yeah.
I'll pick Saliba, but I want to pick a Man City player. I'm not saying John Stones. He's awful.
I don't think he's awful. I just think he's injury prone. He's very, 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 very injury prone. That guy.
Oh god, I can't pick any Man City players in defence. I can't. So yeah, I agree with you, Phantom.
Wait, so what? Who have we got so far from goalkeeper?
So goalkeeper Raya, left
Mhm.
back, who's it?
Okay.
Ake, right back.
Okay, at left back. Me personally, I'm having Timber at right back. Jordan said the
Okay.
Ben White. But to be fair, I'll take all of our right backs over there. Tomiyasu, White, Timber,
So
any of
you're
them up for a
picking
right back.
Timber over Calafiori?
Well, no,
Yeah,
you're
no,
picking
I'm
Timber at
picking
right back.
Ake at left back. Yeah, then I'm putting Timber at right back.
Calafiori would be a left back option. He's a centre back, left centre back that plays
Or
at
centre
left
back,
back.
but
Yeah,
no room at the inn at centre back for anybody. To be fair,
no.
no room at the inn, mate. The inn's locked. And
Okay.
then in the midfield, if everybody's fit, this is a madness. Everybody's fit. This is a madness because now everybody's in the mix. De Bruyne, Foden, Rodri, Odegaard, Rice, Partey.
Well, let's get it. If everyone's fit, let's just settle it at Rodri, right? Rodri as the number 6, because I mean we're not putting Partey.
I'm putting
in
him at 8. I can't even lie.
Rodri at 8. So who's your 6?
That's the question. Now, between Declan Rice and Partey, who is the 6? But I'm putting Rodri and De Bruyne in front of whoever that is.
But this is what I mean. How are you going to have someone as defensively solid as Rodri and then someone else at number 6? Like that
think
midfield.
Rodri is complete. I think Rodri is just a complete midfield. Like you put him in the 8, he's gonna be as defensively solid and attacking as he is when he's at the 6. Like, Rodri ain't got
100%.
no weaknesses. Imagine you put a guy like Partey. Imagine you put like Partey, yeah, or even Rice at the base. Imagine City had Rodri and Rice in the middle.
No, I get that.
Whoever's a 6 and the 8, you're finished. You're absolutely finished at that point.
I just think it's overkill defensively though to have Rodri and someone else. You know what I mean? It just seems too much like unnecessary.
But the thing is, it's not like you've got Van Bommel and another defensive mid. Like Rodri can attack. If you go Rodri, just stay in and around the second third and the final third and attack. Like what's he not doing?
Yeah. I mean, let's be honest. You're winning the ball.
We've got 1 minute left, guys.
Okay.
1 minute left before second half kickoff.
So what you're saying, Partey, Rodri,
Kevin De Bruyne. That's what I'm doing.
De Bruyne is done.
Yeah, not De Bruyne for me.
He's done. It's got to be Phil Foden. You've got Phil Foden. I will have Phil Foden. I'm going to have 5 people in midfield. I'm going to have Phil Foden and Saka on both wings. You've got your Rodri, central midfield defender, holding midfielder. And then I'm missing 2 other midfielders. What players are we dealing with?
Bernardo Silva's got to get into this team. Bernardo Silva has to be in this team.
Yeah, I totally agree. One more player.
Where? Wait, what's your midfield first of all?
Attacking midfield.
Jordan, Ricky.
My midfield, I'm putting Rodri at the 6. I'm probably having. You know what? I'd probably have Bernardo Silva and Foden in the midfield, and then have more expansive wide players.
So you have Rodri, Silva, and Foden. Hey, to be fair, that's literally what won the Premier League last season.
Well, there you go.
Literally.
Yeah. And then.
So who would you put up on the side? Technically, now you've got what? Saka, Marmoush, Haaland, Martinelli,
yeah, obviously.
Trossard,
No. Them
Doku,
two can.
Savinho.
I would go for Saka on the right, Marmoush on the left, because I really do like the look of him, and then Haaland down the middle. That's my 11.
Yeah, That
That's
team
a
is long.
banging
Can't
team.
lie.
Okay, we've got 1 minute left, guys. I'm going to race through this. So midfield options. So I'm going to have Saka right wing. I'm going to have Foden left wing. I'm going to have Rodri, your number 6.
Mhm.
What other midfielders have we got, Phantom?
There's Rice, Partey, De Bruyne, Silva. But yeah, Bernardo Silva, if you'd like.
Yeah,
There's Gundogan, Kovacic. Woo! To be fair, the midfield is nuts here. Technically,
yeah. I'm going. This is easy for me. I'm going for Bernardo Silva and Gundogan, and clearly Haaland up front.
You're
Yeah,
still taking Gundogan though, man.
yeah. I think he's
Dunno.
still got it in him.
in a team like that, he ain't letting the man them down. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean that's
Oh,
fair.
Ricky. You
Second
know
half has
what?
kicked off.
Yeah. Oh,
Ricky,
Leicester on the attack. Oh,
you might want to have a look at what's going to
Ricky.
happen.
Oh no, you're
No,
kidding me.
no Vardy, no party.
You might want to have a look, mate.
Ooh. You did say
Bit
draw.
of
To be fair.
WKD in the system. Love that. Love that. Bit of Red Bull, mate.
Man.
Yeah, he's definitely Red Bulled up at half time, man. A few Jaeger bombs straight. He's
And
done
you
it.
know he did the Stone Cold. He had 2 Red Bulls down the side like this.
You're kidding me. Look at terrible defending and terrible
I told you, Ricky.
keeper.
I told you, Ricky, if this was going to be a draw, there's no chance it's going to be a scoreless draw. Tottenham are not the team. Every time I've watched Tottenham, they are not the team for goalless. If you're putting a bet on, you're not putting under
Oh
1.5
no,
for
no.
Tottenham. No way. Like they're scoring, mate. There's going to be goals.
Guys, I'll be back in
I
just
read
1
just
minute.
before we did
I'm not happy.
the combined
sure.
11. Apparently, this is actually technically an El Sacco, man. These are the 2 managers most likely, like according to the bookies, to get the chop next. Yeah, man. Van Nistelrooy and Postecoglou are the most
It'll
in
be a bit
danger.
rough on. It'll be a bit
Why
rough
are
on
we so
Van
terrible?
Nistelrooy.
Yeah, I mean he's only
What?
just
Sorry,
got there, to be
Ricky.
fair.
Sorry,
Yeah, it'll be a bit rough on.
I thought I
It will
muted
be a
my
bit
mic.
rough on Van Nistelrooy if they sacked him. Like he
Yeah.
must have had at least less than 10 games, right?
Yeah,
Was he
man,
there
like,
when Amorim played Leicester? Was he there?
I don't know. And I think he was.
Like a couple of days back.
I think he
Yeah.
was. Yeah. Yeah, because he played against Leicester twice, didn't he, as United manager? And then I think, yeah.
So
Literally, as long as he's not doing a De Boer, mate. De Boer, I'll never forget Mourinho for ripping De Boer for having whatever was it, 4 games in charge, all losses. And he got sacked. Remember Crystal Palace all them years back?
Yeah. That was
Frank De
funny.
Boer, bruv.
That's poor, man.
And then they asked Mourinho something like, what do you think Chelsea are in problems? Because they had a bad start. And he's like, what? You think I'm in problems? Look at De Boer, bruv. He had 4 games, no win. Hey, he made De Boer catch a stray for no reason.
Mourinho had no chill, man. He's the kind. I heard someone say it recently of like, everyone still wishes he was in the Premier League, but no one wants him at their club. He's just a character in it. He just brings life to the league, but you do not want him at your club, man. He's an absolute mess.
He is a legend, though. I can't lie. Mourinho's one of them managers, yeah. Once he retires or something like that, you're gonna realize how special a man in football we've had. Mourinho is a literal madness.
Yeah.
In terms of as a manager with a legendary interviews.
Oh man, he's always gave something.
Ricky.
Oh, what are we saying? I've lost it.
Oh, here we go. Here we go, baby. Bergford, what the hell was that? Dragoson, oh my god.
This is very eventful.
Why am I so behind?
I'm not gonna spoil it for you, Ricky, but it's pretty big. Ooh.
Oh, I've just
2-1 Leicester.
saw the goal as well. I'm not gonna lie. That's wonderful.
Yeah,
That was a wonderful finish.
I need to see the goal.
Clive Tilsey. You know how Clive Tilsey's always doing the poetry. It's a wonderful finish. And I've
Let's
never
look
seen
at this
anything like
goal
this
again. Here we
before.
go. Terrible defending. Gives the ball away. Well done, Pedro Porro. Gives the ball away. Bentancur needs to be not used anymore. Terrible goal. Kinski throws his bloody fist in the air after conceding. Bottom left. No blind spot really. Keeper needs to do better than that. And I think he's more frustrated with his defence rather than himself.
I feel sorry for who's the guy you said Bentancur. I feel sorry for that guy.
I do because
Ever
he's
since that
bloody injury prone.
Yeah, ever
gets
since
injured
that
all the
injury that he had. But there was a period when Bentancur was really starting to he was starting to pick up. Him and Kulishevsky. I remember watching them being like, you know what, these are Tottenham's. That's your platform right now. Build on these guys, and then
Oh
Bentancur
my
got
god, I think
injured.
there's going to be a third goal for Leicester. I really can't watch this shit right now. I'm so fuming.
So you've left the two Arsenal fans to it.
I'm not gonna. Innit? We're taking over. That's how it always ends, mate. Let the Arsenal boys take over. Love like
This
that's
is
why
just proof that
Kulishevsky
North London is red.
exactly Kulishevsky. This is why Kulishevsky needs to
No,
talk to Campbell. He needs to talk to Campbell, Harry Kane,
It's not red.
Kulishevsky. They need to talk to Campbell, bro. Campbell needs to make some phone calls. FaceTime.
I'll tell you what, we're gonna win this. I'm happy. I'm happy that we're losing. Because we need to be conceding goals to give ourselves a kick up the backside. So it's going to happen. I just don't want a third goal from Leicester.
That is the most adrenaline junkie thing I've ever heard. Like that's like imagine a boxer being like, mate, I need the guy to tag me a little bit so I'm awake. There are a couple of boxers that are like that as well. Like, I need to feel a couple of punches, mate. I need to.
I feel like that's just Andrew's personality as a person, though, isn't it, man? He just enjoys the punishment. He must do.
he's a what you call it? What's the
What?
word that Van Gaal used? When he's like masochism. You only enjoy punishment with masochism.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
Van
man.
Gaal was another. How did Man United have Van Gaal as their manager, man? Oh my.
Oh, so let's talk transfer news.
You're sacking off the game.
Transfers.
I'm definitely sacking off this game. I will come back to this game if we bloody score.
There you go, and Spurs losing, water is wet. That's what I like to see.
Exactly. Hey, unbelievable. Ricky.
Yeah.
This is what it's
Oh,
done
here
for
we
you.
go. We've got a sub about to happen. But I really want to talk about Spurs transfer news, but there is none. We are, like I said before, we are not buying
I
any more
still
players.
didn't find this quote that Postecoglou said. I'm trying to find it. Postecoglou. Did he kind of say we are not gonna sign
Oh my
anybody or
god! Sorry,
go on?
we keep
Mikey
giving the ball
Moore.
away.
Richarlison
Mikey
coming
Moore
off.
is on. Mikey
And Sarr
Moore.
coming off. Harry Wink. You're bringing Harry Winks on. Wow.
Harry Winks plays for Leicester now, ex-Spurs.
Oh, wait, not Harry Winks. Sorry. Regulon. They look the same to me.
So, yeah,
And Harry Winks is gonna play.
What?
Harry Winks is playing against Spurs for Leicester.
Regalong looks like Harry Winks.
Let me have a look at this.
Actually, that's a good one.
It's
Wait,
like
let me see.
saying
Yeah, they
Thierry
do.
Henry looks like Heung-min Song.
I mean,
Nah, listen.
wow. That's
back in the day-
next level.
Okay, that's a terrible.
That's
way
next
to look at
level.
it.
Back
But,
in the day, Ricky, I used to think Freddie Canute and Thierry Henry looked the same from afar.
Wow. Let me
I
just
swear
remind myself
down.
of Freddie Canute. Because
Freddie
got the
Canute,
bad
yeah,
voice.
from afar. Like to picture the broadcast camera. Picture the broadcast camera. You're looking at Freddie Canute, you're like, who's this? They're trying to copy us.
What, from
you know what, I can kind of
2007?
now that you said it, I can kind of see it, like from a distance. Yeah, I get what you mean.
I'm telling you, bro. From a distance, I was thinking, what this? What are they trying to do? Tottenham are taking a piss, mate.
News just in: Salah is actually going to consider a move to Saudi.
I was gonna consider, but he needs to
While
decide like
Liverpool
now.
are to consider.
What is this, a January move or summer?
No, it's hold on. Oh, summer.
Summer. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they're not
Yeah,
going to let. They're not going to
He needs
get rid of
to
him in
let him leave
January.
I was
right
gonna
now. He
say
needs to go. He needs to go now, expeditiously, Salah. Now you need to
that would
leave
be very
now.
helpful.
Please go to Saudi right now. Please, thank you, El Halal. El Halal. You will be like they will treat him like a god over there, mate. Mate. Imagine Salah in Saudi. Oh my gosh, I can't
Yeah,
lie.
I mean, he's Egyptian.
I'll
He'll fit in.
he would be absolutely be. I reckon that would be an epic transfer reveal. Salah goes to Saudi. That would be the most
Oh
epic
man, it'd
Saudi
be
transfer
iconic.
of probably of all time. Like,
Be
But
iconic.
another player that's going to a league where there's no competition. You know, maybe players are getting sick and tired of the extra work in the Premier League because Premier League is tough. Let's be honest. There's so many games played. Players can't keep up. Um, hence Spurs' injury problems. But I think it comes down to training. I don't think it's the amount of games being played for Spurs.
Yeah, that's my thoughts.
Spurs bottling the lead. Grass is green. Ha 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 ha.
I'll
So
give you make
funny. Where do we get this guy
two
from?
references to nature. Spurs losing water is wet. Spurs bottling the league grass is green. How can you give two different elements like that?
Well, that's what I said, and
Yeah.
even that's what
Oh
Postecoglou
no.
said, where they're playing with fire now. So it's elements about, man.
Hey, listen, Ricky. If this match is over, do you reckon? Like, okay. Be honest with me,
Go
Ricky.
on.
Do you feel
Yeah.
like there's any kind of match by match um underlying threat to Postecoglou right now? Like I feel like every match that is of a loss of a certain way as they all mount up into like a big snowball. It just feels like after losing like how after seeing how the matches have gone, having a match like this just makes it like
I
this is
tell
literally who we are, sort of
I
thing.
tell you what, Daniel Levy needs to be very careful because
Yeah.
he's on. Oh my God!
What's up?
Hold
I just
on.
saw what you just
Spurs
saw, Ricky.
are seriously attacking right now.
Wait, how did he put the flag up
Comes to the
there?
rescue. Kulusevski's still got the ball just outside the box.
Ooh, lucky.
Needs help from Pedro Porro. Porro can't get across in though for the. Oh my God! Oh, Spurs are in. No. Offside. Bloody hell. Absolutely
Unlucky
shocking.
though.
But yeah,
But
Ricky, can I just
that's
quickly
Kulusevski.
one
say,
thing.
your Premier League games for February,
Yeah,
you've got to go to Brentford, and
yeah,
then Man
difficult.
United are coming to you,
Easy. Yeah, go.
and then you've got Ipswich. You've got to go to Ipswich, so you should win that. And then after that, you've got
So,
Man City. That's your games for February: Brentford,
so
United, Ipswich, and City.
okay. So the only difficult game is probably the Brentford one. The others are easy. Manchester's easy.
But what you got
Very
I love the
City, you
easy.
got
confidence.
coming up. So
Yeah, you
Do
you
you
got
got
know
City at
City
the
what?
at
end
the
of
end.
Feb.
I'm more cautious about, the Leicester game. I was more cautious about because Leicester, I believe they are a really good side, and they're fighting. They're truly, truly fighting the relegation battle. I don't believe they deserve to get relegated. Leicester. I want
Yeah.
Leicester to do well. I just don't want them to beat us today. I want the 3 points. Ange needs the 3 points because, quite frankly, Daniel Levy will sack him. Even if we were in the League Cup final, even
Mm.
if we go to Anfield, we beat Liverpool, we get into the final, Ange will still get sacked. We've done it before. We've
Nah,
done it
there's
to Jose
no
Mourinho.
chance. Surely, there's no chance. Like, you, I find it okay. Okay, Ricky, let me ask you this: if you were the Spurs board right now, or you're Daniel Levy, or whoever it is, is there any chance that you think Postecoglou is like either losing the dressing room or not doing a good enough job? Apart from the money side, like there has to be some sort of there has to be some sort of thing where if he's doing a good enough job, they gotta feel awkward about considering terminating his whole thing, right? Because what could all Postecoglou like? If I wonder what would happen if you put Arsenal's defense behind Tottenham, or even Liverpool's defense, or
We
even
will.
if you
We
just put
wouldn't be in this
two,
position. We will be fighting. We will be in a European position right now.
yeah,
I'm telling you.
because
You know,
I
and I
look at
hate to
your
say it because I hate you guys, but yeah, Arsenal's defenders, Liverpool's defenders, even Nottingham Forest, their
I think
defense,
I,
it
I,
will
I
help us a
reckon
lot.
literally, Ricky. Yeah, I'm looking at Tottenham, and your goal difference is that of a team that should be in the top 8. Because
Yeah,
how is
it's
it?
frustrating.
How is it? Yeah, you guys have top 8 goal difference at 15th. Because everybody
And
else, let's
it was a
say,
lot better.
yeah, exactly. Like, do you know how mad that is? Like,
Ooh,
if you guys
Here
had
we
half a
go.
defense this season,
close.
you'd be where Bournemouth or Newcastle. I reckon
Jordan, I think you're
that's
ahead of us.
Oh, am I? I'm at 61-40.
Oh my
I'm at
god, he's
Like the
just
look
hit
of
the
that reaction.
crossbar.
I'm at 61 now. I'm at 62, 62-10. So I'm like
Okay, yeah,
20
you're
seconds
ahead.
in front of.
I'm just refreshing. See if that makes a difference.
The thing is with Spurs, right? Financially, there isn't really much of a difference between Spurs and Arsenal. And I mean,
Yeah,
Arsenal.
especially since before COVID.
Well, yeah, and like I'm hesitant to say that Arsenal are more ambitious because we're seeing now that things are kind of stumbling and faltering in terms of bringing players in. But traditionally, we are seen as a bigger club. We we're kind of built to attract better players. But everything that Daniel Levy has done for Spurs in the last sort of 10, 20 years has elevated them to become a big six team. Like financially, you're there. You're at the table. So it's
No
obviously, I
going.
mean, you look at the managers that have been come through the door, from your Nunos to your Contes, your Jose's, like and now Ange and everyone else. Like you've got so many different types of managers with different levels of experience, and it always ends the same way. So it's clearly not a managerial issue. Having said that, the guy who is responsible, Daniel Levy, he's never going to accept that responsibility, is he?
Nah,
So the manager is going to be the fall guy ultimately. And do you think that you're onto something good here? Like given the right circumstances, Ange is the guy to take you forward?
100%. Um, I'm getting so annoyed now of us bringing in quality managers who we just get rid of. You know, Conte,
Or
terrific
you're
manager
not gonna facilitate.
for us.
That's
Yeah,
the main
you
thing. Like
know,
these top managers, you weren't gonna facilitate Conte and Mourinho the way they need to do things. Like
I
you weren't
haven't
gonna allow
been
them to run.
amazed. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, even looking at Ange, I don't believe that Ange. I can't compare him to like the likes of Pochettino, for example. Pochettino, there's no comparison. Pochettino has been our best manager in decades.
Mm.
MHTGA, Spurs at home, throwing away a lead against the team that can't buy goals or wins. This is the definition of Spursy. Yeah, 100% agree. You know, and this is one example why I haven't gone to Spurs for I think it's 3 months. I haven't been to a home game. Um,
Wow.
I mean, it's terrible. Like, why am I gonna waste my hard-earned money going to a game where I'm not seeing great effort from these players. Oh my god! So this is the problem. You've got 7, 8 Leicester players in their own box, and we've only got 4 attacking players in there. What's going on? Give
Yeah,
the ball away
but
to
you've got a
Leicester.
chance. Yeah. Ooh.
Oh my god.
Ooh. You guys are knocking on the door. Let me put it that way. And I will say Leicester aren't exactly a close the back door and defend team. So there's a chance here, Ricky, mate. This is not over.
We
There's
can
always
do
a
this.
chance.
I'm telling you, I'm sticking to my guns, and I'm still saying draw. You know, and it's such a waste because the draw to me is like a loss. Side net, Pedro Porro. We've seen this countless of times,
Unlucky.
matey.
He's been unlucky with those crazy angles that he's been trying. Like one of them's gonna fly in, one of them's he's gonna do a madness one day. He's been trying to hit near post from these Roberto Carlos angles. Like, Roberto Lacos.
So, what is? Oh, here we go. Andrew's complaining. Why are you complaining, mate? You know, you don't need to complain. There's no excuse. We deserve to be losing. Sort your life out. Sort your team out.
I feel
I'm
sorry
getting
for him though,
so
and man,
annoyed.
there's something. There's something. All right, like I agree with you, Ricky, on what you said earlier. Yeah, I felt like Spurs may be trying to change tack for the right reasons in terms of after having Conte and Mourinho, I thought, okay, you know what? They've realized something in whatever they've been doing to hire Postecoglou and change tack because he's gonna just want like profiles, gonna build some player. You're gonna get just give him a couple of Van de Vens and you'll be fine. Literally give him a couple of Solankis, not at 60 mil. Yeah, not
Oh
at
my
60 mil. Like
god. No
give
more
him a couple of
Solankis.
those, like he'll be fine. That's what I thought about Postecoglou. Even now, I'm still like in that mode. But because
Ooh.
I'm like, what do Tottenham do now if they what do Tottenham
Ooh.
do now
So
if they change tack from thingy? Do you go back to trying to hire like another type of manager, or do you go for an Enzo Maresca type?
let me come back to you on that. I'm just watching the highlights of the Crystal Palace and Brentford game. Brentford
Mhm.
awarded a penalty. The penalty is saved by the goalkeeper. Get this. Penalty is
Mhm.
saved, but then it goes to VAR and they have to retake the penalty again because there are players inside the box when the ball is kicked, before the ball is kicked. And then guess what?
Yeah.
The penalty is retaken and the goal is scored. So the poor goalkeeper saved the first penalty. And then the penalty has to be retaken because of VAR.
Nah, I
Oh,
hate
you've got to
stuff.
be
I
pissed
Hate
as a
hate
it.
stuff
Palace
like that.
fan.
I hate lack of common sense in games. I hate that these refs,
Mhm.
these English refs are they
What's
But
they're the
MH
most
saying?
common
frustrating.
sense when they want it to be. A letter of the law when they
Mm.
want it to be. That's the annoying thing. What's this?
And forgetting to
Leicester,
draw lines.
Leicester were toothless in the first half. It scored 2 goals in the first 5 minutes of the second half. They didn't suddenly get good. This is a Spurs player motivation issue. It's a coach issue. Ricky, what are you saying on that?
Uh,
Yeah. Spurs player motivation issue. That's an interesting
Mm.
player
it is a
motivation issue.
motivation issue. I think the motivation issue, great. Who's been booked? Oh, well done,
Is
Regalong.
it? Is it?
Regalong decides to argue with the referee and gets a yellow card. Amazing.
Yeah. Well,
I think there is a motivation issue, not for that reason. I think, like with Spurs at the beginning of this season and last season, how many times did we have to concede first before taking 3 points? You would say probably 80% of all games, right?
Mhm.
So the
yeah.
motivation from us comes when we are losing or when we're conceding. When we're conceding, I am so comfortable. But now, in the last couple of months, if I'm conceding, I'm not comfortable. I am far from comfortable.
Why
When
do
we
you
are
reckon that is?
conceding, I don't know, but we are lacking the motivation somehow. You know, I think
I
we
think I know what
truly
it is.
don't believe in ourselves now. What is it?
I reckon it's not a motivational issue. It's a lack of standards, in my opinion.
Ooh, ooh,
It's a
that's
bit rough,
dirty.
Ricky,
That
but
is dirty.
just think about it. Just
Standards?
think
What are you
about it. Just
talking
think about
about?
it. Just think about it in the sense that, and this is the Arsenal fan in me coming out, yeah. I think that's the standards. Because think about it, yeah. Mourinho tried to raise a standard, failed. Conte tried to raise a standard, ended up going out on a rant. Like, I don't ever want to see this again. He even said it, until now I tried to hide the situation, but now, no. Literally, that's the phrase from
Mhm.
Conte's mouth.
Oh, do you remember that interview?
Postecoglou, Postecoglou, Postecoglou is literally trying to rile you guys up. You guys have got Arsenal versus Man City last season. All right, Ricky, yeah. In my opinion, the moment when things started to turn or go into a sliding scales moment was that Man City versus Spurs game last season.
100%.
That was
I
the
know
moment
you was
when
going to mention that.
Postecoglou
There's
Postecoglou was
a
like,
there's
"What the hell is going on here? Where am I?" Like, bro, I was
mhm.
just in Celtic here. If I say, this is where I say standards, right? If I say to Celtic, like, this is like, forget whether it's a derby or not, like, we're going blood thunder and whatnot. I understood where Postecoglou was coming from, that mindset, but it's that thing there's and I don't mean this disrespectfully, but there's these Spurs isms that those Spurs isms don't help your standard grow. It's just things
No,
that are
but at the
within
end
the
of the
Spurs
day,
thing, and I
I
feel like that goes into the players. That is it goes because just think about it. Yeah, how can managers be coming in there and trying to raise the standard, change the culture, and it doesn't work?
Mhm.
How can the culture and Pochettino tried it? Yeah, and just at the point when the culture's starting to raise, it's right at the point where the culture's about to raise, the team gets decimated, and then they sack Pochettino, and then
This isn't a
they spend
Spurs
on
issue though.
Dombele.
This isn't a Spurs issue. This is a football issue. The
yeah,
culture of the club is always dictated by the ownership, and we can see the same thing at Man
Yeah,
United. Because think about what Ralph Rangnick said about Man United.
yeah.
Think about what Cristiano Ronaldo said about Man United. Both of them, well, Rangnick was hounded out of the club, and obviously Ronaldo's one. The situation was the whole Piers Morgan interview and all of that, and the whole thing was a bad look. But Man United fans were not willing to actually listen to what he was saying and be like, our club is rotten. We need to raise the standards. Anyone coming out and calling out the low standards of a club, they're the exile. They're,
well,
how
yeah,
dare you say
you're
this about
whistleblowing.
exactly. And you think
Yeah,
about these kinds of people. So like Conte, Spurs, it's like you say, a whistleblower. You're on the inside. You can see everything that's going on, and you're telling the world about it. You would think that that would be treated with some kind of like, right, this is the truth now. We need to band together and try and force some kind of change, which obviously with the ownership is damn near impossible, because you'd have to force them to sell,
But
which can't happen. But like, I just think too much is I don't know. Fans are generally not willing to accept what is being said, and that's why someone like Postecoglou, he's not. I mean, he's never calling out the ownership. Oh,
you can't be calling
oh,
out the ownership. Here we go.
oh, no, but you say that. But this is what I mean. The ones who have done. So if it's Conte at Spurs or Ranić at Man United, these are the people speaking the truth about what's going on at the club, and they're hounded out. I think that's the point where the fans need to say, no, look, these are the people that we need in the club, rather than settling for someone like an Ange who is going to toe the line, or even at Arsenal, a Mikel Arteta who's going to toe the line. It's like we need managers who are going to tell us the truth about what's going on and who want to change it.
I
That's my
will
just
Levi even appoint someone who has
no,
got that stuff in them that could?
not now. He's had the experience
Uh,
with Conte and Jose. He ain't going there again. Never. He wants
yeah,
someone who's going to toe
exactly.
the line.
But this is where I'm saying, Ricky. Yeah, like if you are not gonna back Postecoglou, a guy who's pretty proven at, not spending premium amounts of money, getting a lot
Yeah.
out of different profiles of players. If you're gonna pivot away from this, then well, where okay, there's a whole argument about the defense and the way he coaches his teams to not defend, but still, like, mate, what Spurs need to do is find a way to just close the back door because he's coaching them the hell out of an attack. Postecoglou, I can't even lie. If you put that attack anywhere else, like,
Do you know what? It's an
you
easy
guys are the
fix,
highest
though.
scoring team in the league. Like,
It's an easy fix, guys, because at the end of the day, and I said this in the last stream that we done when we done Arsenal against Spurs, right? Where we are desperately missing a Dembele. I remember Dembele at the end of the day, in the Pochettino days, where he was a centre half that we needed. We needed that muscle. We needed that attitude where hardly any players were getting past him. We don't have that. We haven't had that in 2 years. This is the biggest reason why we are conceding non-stop because our defence is getting tested. And even when we've got our best defenders, Mickey van der Ven, Christian Romero, that's why they were still conceding because they had no help in front of them. Yeah. Our midfield was getting torn apart.
yeah.
So I think this is why Mickey van der Ven and Christian Romero just kept on getting injured because they were getting tested way too much. Um, how many times
Overburdened.
they've yeah, and also they kept getting injured on the pitch. They weren't getting injured during training. These players.
For me, that's the high line though. That's you keep
Yeah,
putting balls over the top, and they're having to keep running after them and covering. You've got to run half the pitch like 10 times a game. You're going to get injured, man.
yeah,
And
but
so
also
then,
the other players aren't helping. Midfield players, they're not coming back helping.
mm.
And that's the biggest difference between teams that are contending for the Premier League and teams that are literally fighting relegation right now.
Mm.
And that's what's so
But honestly,
frustrating.
honestly though, like if you I do agree with that though. I can't lie. Like, imagine Spurs got like a Baleba from Brighton, and then they got
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Yellow
a
card.
what's his name? You guys, I think Spurs just need a Dembele type player. So I would say Baleba at Brighton. He's really
He is
like
quality.
technical, good. He can roll around people like the way Dembele used to be. Like, he's pretty good, strong physical player. Get like the guy, the Bournemouth left back, Senesi or whatever his name is. That guy's been on absolute flames this season. Get him, let him rotate with Udogie at left back. Let
I'm
Spence
just
rotate with Pedro Porro at right back. Get another two centre backs in. So that's like Baleba, two centre backs. I reckon Tottenham, you're stronger for that. Like, you're so much strong. You can put Kulishevsky in the midfield with that. You could
Yeah,
you could have
you
the
need
one
more
of the
balance in that
yeah.
center.
team.
No, I agree,
Yeah,
but just like what I said earlier on, is we're not buying anyone in this transfer window, and I think that's dangerous.
But do you know
We
what's
have
funny
well,
about
never
that
Spurs
for me
buy
been
in
though?
the
in
summer.
such a vulnerable position at this stage
But
before.
look, what's so weird about that is that, like, coming into the January transfer window, you guys knew that you needed a goalkeeper. Within the first week, you got one. It's like you were
Yeah,
proactive.
this
So where has this come from? This sudden change of attitude of, we're not bringing anyone else in. That's
this is what I don't understand. I mean, I still believe that we need a really big clean out. Clear out. There's still players that are not quality. They have no quality whatsoever to this team. I don't understand. Are we even playing Spence in this game, or is he on the bench?
That's a good question.
God knows.
No, it's
Like,
Pedro Porro and Ben Davies at left back with Archie
so
Gray and
what's happened
Dragoson.
to Spence? Is he injured then?
So Spence, yeah, he's not on the bench according to this. You guys have only got uh Mikey Moore, Basuma, Regulon, Austin,
Goalkeeper.
Lancashire. Yeah, Austin is that's the Usher Raymond. I was saying it the other day. He looked like Usher
Usher
Raymond.
Raymond.
He was on the bench for like 9 years for Spurs or something like that.
Seriously.
Yeah, apparently Jed Spence
Caliber.
was a doubt for this game. He picked up a knock against Everton.
Yeah, you guys have got a
Mm.
massive your
Great.
injury. Listen to this injury list. Yeah, listen to this injury list from Spurs. It's Madison, Jed Spence, Dominic Solanke, Brennan Johnson, Timo Werner, Destiny Udogi, Van de Ven, Christian Romero, Vicario, and Udebar. That is that is a long injury list, man. And
Mhm.
those are all
That
players that like they'll play.
in our
They'll
first team.
play like those guys.
80% of those are in our first team. Oh, Brentford have scored a second goal. Ball
Oh
comes
yeah.
in. Oh, what a brilliant goal. 2-0 Brentford. I am
Ooh.
not excited to play Brentford. I told you Brentford is the toughest fixture for us in February. I'm not
No, when
worried
I was
about
when I
playing Man
was
United.
when I was reading out your fixtures, Brentford was one of the standouts. The only one out of those, was it four that I read, that you should pick up points is Ipswich. The others, man, the others are shaky. There's no way
Yeah.
you're looking at. I mean, I know you guys have got a good record against Man City, but there's no way you're looking at that and thinking we're gonna do them. You can't.
I mean,
Surely.
I
But Man
totally
City,
agree with we've got a comment in here. MH putting the bad ownership to one side. The fact is that this coach isn't good enough for the English Premier League. The Scottish League is a joke. Even Gerrard kept his job. But the English Premier League table doesn't lie. Yes, I 100% agree with
MH,
you.
just a question for you, MH. Yeah, if you can respond to this. Do you think the Dutch league is a joke? Because if so, the guy who's top of the Champions League and Premier League right now came from the Dutch league.
Good question. But he
Do you
did
reckon
inherit
the
a
Dutch
very
league is
good
a joke?
team. He did inherit
Huh?
a very good team. Put
Top.
Arne
He
Slot
did.
put Arne Slot managing this Tottenham team. See if they're top of the league and top of the Champions League. It's a different story, mate.
Yeah, but then put Postecoglou in the Liverpool job. You think he's
Would
gonna
he have
be?
done? Yeah. Would he have done the same? Would he got the same results as Slot?
What if he did?
I
Mm,
think
Like
he would
Liverpool,
have.
what? Wait, because think about it. Yeah, I was having this debate the other day. Like, Slot's team is basically final, like final the upgrade. They were playing 4-3-3. They had Quentin Timber in the middle and everything. Santiago Jimenez. They had what's his name? They had a couple of good players in it final. And they caught Ajax at a bad time. Even but they still finished second behind PSV, right? Whereas Postecoglou was at Celtic, right? He made them like he got all those Japanese players and Asian players there and got them all back to playing this like they were absolutely dominating the league. So what can I say? What if Postecoglou going to Liverpool is like he's final upgrade? Like you got the same team, same system, and you've got Salah and Gakpo and Diaz and all of that. That's like you got to shoot with Alexander Arnold and Van Dijk and Allison at the back. Like, mate, I reckon Postecoglou could have gone nuts with that as well. Why not?
No, but I'm telling you, even Slot, like, no, I don't believe any manager could have changed the outcome so far for us. I'm telling you,
Yeah, I agree with that.
Arteta,
To a certain
Slot,
extent,
so
Guardiola.
how does it change then? How does it change? It's in a 5-year plan, right? If 5 years from now you guys want to be challenging for the Premier League or winning trophies like consistently, money. That's it.
Money. You need to stop. And the thing is, it's not about spend. It's about spending in the right places. Number one, so okay, to find a replacement for Harry Kane is tough, but you don't start knocking on Bournemouth's door to replace one of England's best all-time goal scorers in history. You just don't. That's the biggest mistake. Then you decide to overpay them. You know, is Solanke worth 60 million? Definitely not. Has he scored goals for us? Yeah, he has. But
that's the only problem I have with Solanke. He just cost too much. Like, if say, okay, be honest, Ricky. Yeah, if you got Solanke for let's say 40 million, right? 42 million, 42.5 million.
yeah,
What would you say about Solanke? Like, okay, he's clearly not. He's not.
I would
He's
I
not.
would put him as an additional striker, but not Harry Kane's
Yeah,
replacement. You
agreed.
know, but the biggest problem, gents, is not us spending. Oh, Crystal Palace has got 1 goal back on the stroke of 85th minute.
Oop,
Nice cheap little goal, tap in. Why not?
there's another good
Two,
underrated
1.
manager.
Yeah, exactly.
Glasner.
Yeah.
But
Glasner.
Um,
in
but
turn,
the
sorry,
problem is, guys, is 1 second, is that we are not willing to pay the wages. This is the problem. Like like when I see like possibilities of Marcus Rashford going to another side for 60 million, 70 million, I'm like, are you kidding me? So you've got a side that wants to pay 60 or 70 million for Rashford. Man United are considering selling him for 60 or 70 million. So why are we considering 60 million for someone like Solanke when we could get Rashford? And the difference is Solanke will be happy with 100 grand a week, whereas Rashford, we are going to have to find 300 to 400 grand a week. We are not willing to pay wages. That is the biggest problem. So this is what I've realised now, guys. In the last few years, since we've had a new stadium and we are classing ourselves as one of the top 6, yeah, is that we are not bringing in good quality players for that reason because we're not paying the wages. So what the hell's going to
Who's
happen to
highest
us?
paid? Who the highest paying?
Highest paid
Let's
is
say,
got to be Song.
what's he on?
yeah, he must be over 250, right? Let's say
Let's look now.
250k. Surely it's over 200k. Surely.
Do you know what? It wouldn't surprise me if it's less.
Are you reckon it's on 100, 150, 180?
Probably 180k. Um,
180.
hold on, here we go.
Wait,
Considering
we check that to be fair.
considering the importance that he's been over the years for you lot.
So Spurs spent in the last. I'm looking at
Oh, snap.
HMRC records.
According to
Um,
Capology, he's on
120 million.
190k. He's on 190k. That's Son
190k. I
for
was close. I said
Yeah,
180.
I've got 190 up here.
yeah.
So
And then
you've got
Madison is on
190.
170.
Wow.
Mm.
Madison.
Then you've got Christian Romero, the third highest wages. Christian Romero. Yeah.
Mhm.
But wow. So look at this. You've got Christian Romero, right? How do you work this out? Christian Romero's on 165 grand a week, yeah?
Mhm.
Mickey van der Ven, 50k.
All right, Timo Werner,
Madison is on
165.
50k.
But then you've got
Oh!
someone so shit like Timo Werner on 165 grand. Are you kidding me?
That's
So
heartbreaking.
get rid of Timo
Insane.
straight away. Kulusevski is getting paid less. Oh my god.
How much could
Kulusevski
have
deserves
be
to
paid
get
less
paid
than
more
100k?
than James Madison.
Yeah.
You
Don't tell
know,
me he's been paid less than
Solanke.
100k.
Okay, so now we've replaced Harry Kane with Dominic Solanke, yeah? We paid
Mhm.
60 million for him. And what did I tell you about wages? We are paying Solanke 90 grand. 90 grand.
Yeah,
We've
yeah.
replaced Harry Kane, who we was paying what, quarter of a million? 280,000 a week for, and we replaced him and we decided to save money and pay 90 grand a week for Harry Kane's replacement. This is why we are battling for relegation, guys. It's not because of injuries, it's because we have got our payroll the other way round.
Oh my god.
But also,
Ricky, Van
like,
de
how much?
Ven. If Van de Ven is being paid 50k, like you said,
Yeah,
Dragosin is being paid 85k.
yeah. Oh, and gets this, Bergville, yeah, who done amazing against Liverpool. His salary 15, 15 grand,
15k.
15k. There's
Yeah,
only
but
one other player on our team that gets paid less than him.
yeah,
He's
but
the
he's a child
second.
though. Come on, he's a child. Like he's only that's probably his first contract, right? His first big contract of his life. He's going to prove himself. He's going to get more than that.
Yeah, he's 18 years old.
How is Dragusin being paid more than Papa Matasar, Bissouma, Van de Ven, Udogi, and who else? Who else is here? Archie Gray. He's being paid more than Brennan Johnson. Being paid more than everybody. Like he's being paid. Dragusin is literally one of the highest paid players got. Like for real, for real.
That is poor. That is poor work. But I'm just thinking as well, it's not entirely down to money, man. When you're looking at like Liverpool and Arsenal, like so let's take Arsenal. Who was the last big money signing that Arsenal made, other than Kai Havertz, which has obviously been a flop?
Apart from Rice, let's say Rice.
If you oh yeah, obviously, yeah, Declan Rice. So Declan Rice would be the standout one. The big players in our team, Saka came through the academy, so that's coaching. William Saliba was an absolute gem from Europe, and was probably coached along the way, but we didn't pay much for him.
I know who our highest paid players are.
Well,
our highest are Kai Havertz.
Yeah,
Havertz, unreal. He's our highest paid player.
Mm-hmm.
You got was Havertz, Gabriel Jesus, Partey, and another one who are all on like Jesus' wage is crazy. Like his wage is nuts as well. So it's Partey.
Right.
But the point I'm making is that a lot of the key players in Arsenal's team right now, we didn't pay big money to bring them in. Like wages, I don't know a lot about what the wages are. Yeah, 50 million for Ben White, but Ben White has more than paid that back, because remember we brought Ben White in as a centre back, and he essentially filled in at right back for a while.
£50 for Ben White.
50 quid. I didn't even swear. But he's more than paid that money back, man. So I wouldn't say that was outrageous. It looked outrageous at the time, if that makes sense. Everyone was questioning it.
I remember the three-headed dragon. Yeah. That with Ben White is the dragon with the tongue out at the end. Where's Varane and who's the Varane and the other guy?
Oh, I can't remember.
Who's the other person? Someone moved that was supposed to be a big move.
But yeah, I remember that meme. No, was it Maguire?
No, because Varane just got there. What was it? Varane and Lisandro. Was it Lisandro?
No, I feel like it was 3 different clubs. It might have been. It might have been Lisandro. But yeah, either way, like he came
Chelsea was Fofana, I think Chelsea's Fofana, you know.
Yes, yeah, I think it was
Fofana, Varane, and Ben White.
Mm-hmm. And he came out on top of that.
He's come out literally firmly on top of that. Can't even lie.
Yeah, man. So yeah, the point I'm making in terms of Spurs is that going out and like put wages aside, you pay them what you want to pay them, but actual transfer fees, going out and spending big money, it's not always the key to success, man. It's coaching, finding the gems and coaching the ability out of them. That's and you see when like Liverpool's title winning season, Salah, from where did they get him from?
From Chelsea.
No, he didn't come. No, was it Roma?
No.
Yeah, technically they got him from Chelsea, I think. Well, he was at Chelsea.
Was he out on loan?
He went on loan to Fiorentina. Then he came back, went on loan to Roma. Then came back.
Yeah. I remember seeing him in a Roma shirt. And you're looking at Mane from Southampton. Yeah. Like what happened to Mane? Well, as soon as he arrived at Liverpool, bang! Like he was a good player at Southampton, world-class player at Liverpool. Like they didn't pay massive money for him. And,
I agree. Like Jordan, this point, we could have a whole podcast about this. But you see players and transfer fees, big transfer fees, they don't usually work out.
No,
they literally don't. In fact, there are some players who I believe that they would have never worked out if they arrived in a big transfer fee. Right?
Yeah.
How you made your career was making yourself into the player that was the big prize, to which you went for that big prize, which was the hype, which didn't work out. That is like 90%. That happens all the time.
And famously with that Liverpool team as well, they sold Coutinho and then they brought in Van Dijk and Alisson for the big money. They were the 2 big money signings. And that's what got them over the line. But the rest of that team, like Andy Robertson from Hull, Trent from the academy, like I don't want to say, oh, was he offside?
Ooh.
Yeah, offside.
Ooh.
I don't want to say like it was put together like on a shoestring budget, but you know, I think the value of that team, like on the face of it, was probably a lot less than people think when you look at how good they all eventually became.
Yeah.
So the answer for Spurs, I think, maybe the manager, but potentially the coaching
Okay,
staff.
so let's say they sack Big Ange. Yeah,
Mhm.
clearly we've lost this game now, guys. I've bloody given up.
You switched off.
Oh my god! Save from Pickford, offside anyway.
Oh,
Um,
Dragonson.
Sorry,
Oh.
MH, can I just say on that point, if you're comparing the way the big clubs spend to the way Brighton and Brentford and Bournemouth spend, it's a completely different. They've got these. All right, we would all love to have the scouting network of these clubs, but the way it works, just the way football works, is that they are the stepping stone clubs into the big leagues, and then they get spotted by the bigger teams because they've had an incredible season. Look at Caicedo as a big example from Brighton, mad season, and then get sold to Chelsea for what was it, 105 or 115? I can't remember, but something like that. It's like that's just I
it's
don't like it.
115.
I don't like it, but that's just how it works. Yeah, we should have better scouting networks at the bigger clubs, but when you've got all of that money, it's like you kind of don't need it. You don't need the
No,
scouting
but
network.
scouting is so crucial, guys.
No, it is.
So
I agree.
so
I agree. It
crucial.
is.
You know, and
But I think
yeah, I
Brighton would not be a Premier League team if they didn't have the scouting network that they have, because that's what they depend on. They depend on bringing in top quality players for very little money and making them a lot better, so that they can then turn a massive profit on them. That's their business model.
penalty.
I'm telling you right now, Tottenham are
Where's the
pressing the
penalty?
button, bro.
I don't want a corner. I
Come
want a
on.
penalty.
Come on.
If you was
One
an
We
Arsenal
did
fan, you'd be
more.
calling
shit
for the
at
corner.
corners, set piece
There!
corners, all of that.
Oh my
Awful.
gosh! Oh! Oh!
Oh my god! Yeah, this game's over, isn't it? Free
Looking
kick to
like it.
Spurs. Takes it really quickly. Pedro Porro crosses it in. Just waiting for the final whistle,
Couldn't be a
boys.
manager. Imagine these moments being a manager. You got 5 minutes left. You're 2-1 down. You're trying
It
to throw the
shouldn't
Kings
be
in.
happening. It's too late. Why are we always? And now my link has stopped.
Throwing the kitchen sink. I'm still. Tottenham is still. They're still playing. You know.
Yeah.
Oh no! Well,
All right, Leicester have a free kick. 98 minutes gone.
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
literally.
still watching it.
Ange
Okay,
looks despondent, dejected.
okay. Let's
What
say
was your
Tottenham's
question?
lost this game. Ange is going to be replaced by who? What manager can come in right now
I would
for
say,
Spurs?
like honestly though, but then it is a thing. I don't know what manager would suit. I would have said Graham Potter,
That's full
but now
time,
he's
Dad.
just gone to
Graham
yeah. It's
Potter.
time. I would have said Graham Potter, but then again, he's a manager that you need to give him time and like give him back him so he can nurture like a squad. You know what I mean? He needs like a year, maybe 2, so that he can get his fingers under the table and then start building something. Like
But
I
you know
feel like
what?
Postecoglou is similar to that, but he's also got that switch in his brain. Like, okay, I need a trophy.
Well, I'm sorry
I
to
feel like he,
say,
yeah,
but Ange, I'm telling you now, it will be the stupidest thing ever to sack Ange at this moment. Number one,
100%. I
yes, we are doing well in all other competitions. This is the only competition where we are not doing well. Yeah, just to let
yeah.
you know, we are doing really well in all competitions besides of the Premier League. Number two, what manager really wants to come to Spurs right now in the situation that of our injury situation? What manager is going to be motivated? Even Gareth Southgate, Graham Potter, who I believe are definitely not going to be great managers for Spurs. Yeah.
Mhm.
What manager really truly wants to come to Spurs right now? No one. So I think the board actually knows this, that they have been
Do you
actively
reckon though?
trying to find a replacement. Yeah,
I don't believe that, Ricky. Honestly, yeah, I understand, but I think Tottenham are attractive opposition proposition. It's just
I don't know
mm,
if
Levi
they are.
that's not
Are they
making it
are, are
attractive.
they
Like for
attractive to
example,
the types of manager that they need? That's the
yeah,
question.
this is what I'm saying. But I reckon that's because of Levi. Like if say you're a manager right now, you're going for sure. Yeah, this is just my gut. If you're a manager, you're looking at Tottenham right now. You're like, bro, if they ran that club properly, it could be a madness. Like if you're a manager, there's no way you're not thinking this. You're like, bro, look at that team, look at that club, look at that stadium. If somebody were to go and get ahead of get a hold of that and run it properly, that is something waiting to happen. I'm sure every single European manager can have this thought, but then it's like
yeah.
as long as Levi's at that club, you're not going to get it. But you can see it though. Like you can see it's like Man United. Man United is a terrible situation right now, but you could see how a manager could be like, man, if you got a hold of that organization and you ran it properly, you could see what it can be.
Mm.
Like
Okay,
Spurs are
so
so being held back by that thing. That's because how can you
right.
like you? I reckon there's top managers who would take this, but it's like I need to have assurances in the future off the back of taking this.
But it's
I'll
like,
take the fallback.
remember what Ricky said at the start of it though. It's like the business model at Spurs now is to almost treat the football team as like
As a
third, fourth,
side
fifth
business,
priority. Exactly. You're
Yeah,
like you're not a football. It's like what Arsenal were accused of over the years. It's like we're a fashion label with a football team rather than a
yeah,
football team that sells merch. It's like when the football is so far down the priority list, you know, you've got your concerts, you've got your go-karting, you've got all of this extra stuff going on that the ownership sees as the priority and the real money maker. If you are a top manager in Europe and you're seeing that, it's like, nah, I don't fancy that.
I'm telling
Definitely
you
not.
now, all of the influencers, the Spurs podcasters. I've spoken to Ricky Norwood, Chris Crowlin, and they are all agreeing with me the fact that they are 100% behind the players, 100% behind Ange Postecoglou, and they are getting agitated with Daniel Levy and the board. It's as simple as that. You know, they're not scared to call them out because that's a fact. And now it makes perfect sense when this statement has just come out. Not even a statement. I've done some digging into Tottenham Hotspur, um, thanks to my source, Danny Beck at Tottenham Hotspur, where their business model is oh my god, it's just about generating money from their go-karting business, Formula One, NFL, Beyonce, Taylor Swift, Lady Gaga concerts, whatever they love to bloody do. So it's frustrating that they're treating the football now as a side business. Um, and unfortunately, get ready for bigger protests now. There's going to be a lot of protests going on. I'm probably going to be doing my own live segment outside the Tottenham Hotspur stadium on the last day of the transfer window. I believe it's February the 3rd. I can't remember.
Yes, that's when it
Um,
closes. Yeah, February 3rd.
is it February the 3rd? So, yeah, and even though I'm going to be there, there's going to be thousands of fans going to be there probably protesting on the day. So it's going to be very, very interesting. What's MH saying? United.
Got this obsession with dinosaur clubs. MH, who do you support, man? You must be
Does
one
he
of these.
yeah, Mitch.
One
he
of these.
like dinosaurs? Is he a big dinosaur fan?
You know, Jurassic
Um,
Park. I'm gonna guess Jurassic Park's your favorite movie, 100%. With the two dinosaurs jumping with the human like this.
let's try and get.
So what you're doing a protest on deadline day?
Well, yeah, I might as well be part of it.
Mm.
You reckon people are gonna
But
turn up for that? You reckon that's gonna be like visible? Actually, it's gonna be on deadline day, so the reporters are gonna be outside your stadium, isn't it?
yeah,
No, I don't think they do outside the stadium anymore. They go inside
don't
or
they?
to the training ground. No, because remember when Ozil was it when Ozil signed for Arsenal and there was all that dodginess in the. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes,
I think
100%.
I think from that point they said no, we can't be doing this with the fans anymore. So they slowly started to phase it out.
What about okay, so let's wrap things up.
Mm.
So let's talk relegation. So we can comfortably say Spurs are not going to get relegated.
Before we go on to relegation, yeah, Ricky, like, are we no closer to doom? Because Toglu just lost another game. Like, we're here now.
I
Like,
saw a shot.
Okay,
I saw a
he's
shot
not
of
going
Daniel
anywhere.
Levy. I saw a shot of Daniel Levy after full time. You know, they were looking at him closely, and he did not look happy.
He didn't look happy, probably because he knows that he still can't get rid of him. He's not going anywhere.
So wait,
I'm
so now
telling you.
wait. Man United need to play. If Man United, okay, so if Man United beat Fulham, like, they go clear of you
We
by
go
4
we
points.
go 16th. If Man United win, we
They
go
go 6
16th.
points ahead of you. No, wait, actually, no, they go 5 points. 5 points. Oh my god. Oh my god.
This is bad.
Wait, so your last 5 results: draw against Wolves, loss against Newcastle, loss against Arsenal, loss against Everton, and now loss against Leicester. Oh,
It doesn't. Yeah. So yeah, let's wrap this up. I hate talking about Spurs now.
Go on, relegation battle, yeah. Relegation battle. Okay, guys. Yeah, at the moment, in the relegation battle, we've got Southampton at the rock bottom, 20th with
they're gone. Southampton are gone.
They got 6 points. Oh, they got 6 points from 23 games. Yeah. Ipswich Town at 19th, they got 16 points from 23 games. Wolves, they got 16 points as well from 23 games. Goal difference: Southampton minus 37, Ipswich minus 26, Wolves minus 20. And just sitting above them, Leicester City, who just played Tottenham, they have 17 points. So they're 1 point above Ipswich and Wolves at 18th and 19th.
Okay, so let's get our predictions in of who's definitely getting relegated.
Mm-hmm.
So Jordan.
For me, Southampton. I mean, it looks like the bottom 3 currently could have a chance. Southampton and Ipswich. I really, really want to back Ipswich. I've got a little bit of a soft spot for them.
Same.
Actually,
and
you
I
know
like
what?
Liam Delap.
That's the thing. And if he can keep just some level of consistency just till the end of the season, they might actually be safe. So I'm going to say Southampton. I think Leicester are going to drop back down into the relegation battle, and they're going to go down. So Southampton, Leicester, and you know what? If Arsenal take Cunha off Wolves, it could be long for them. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to back Ipswich to get out of it, but Southampton, Wolves, and Leicester.
Okay, so Southampton, Wolves, and Leicester.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go for Southampton, Ipswich, and I think Wolves are going to come out. I think they're going to come out on top. And I think Everton. I think now it's over.
Everton, they've got a good buffer there now, man.
They have.
And David Moyes, Premier League legend, and all of that.
David Moyes is a curse. David Moyes
I'm never going to forget that comment.
Hey, I'll
what's
tell
MH
you.
saying? Leicester, Wolves, and Southampton is prediction.
Hey, we agree on something, MH. Nice. I like it.
Yeah. I agree. I can't lie. I agree with that. West Ham are doing just about well enough to. You know what? They're
what are you going for?
I'm gonna agree with I'm gonna agree with both of these guys. I can't even lie. I'm gonna go Leicester, Wolves, Southampton. I really no. Actually, I'm gonna go Leicester. I just okay. You know what? Yeah, I feel like Ipswich are gonna have some bad luck. But then again, Cunha, is Cunha gonna stay at Wolves? That's a big moment for them.
We've got 50 seconds left. Okay, so let's wrap this up. So
yeah,
finally, guys. Yeah. So you're going for what?
Ipswich, Leicester, Southampton.
Okay. Guys, we've got 30 seconds left. Predictions really quickly next week for Man City and Arsenal.
Jordan?
Oh, this one. Oh, you can't ask this to be a quick one. Oh, wait, where? Oh, is it at the Etihad, isn't it? Or is it the
Yeah.
Emirates?
No.
Etihad.
The
Emirates.
2-2 red card Trossard was at the
Oh,
Etihad.
yeah,
This
of
is
course.
Mutants
the
for
Emirates. This is
Spurs.
revenge. In fact, this is revenge settings in the eyes, mate.
All right, I'm going to say 2-1 Arsenal.
Okay, 2-1
Got
Arsenal.
back it.
I'm going to say 2-2.
Ipswich
I
just loaned
can't,
in
I
Cecil
can't say
from us.
Arsenal win.
So I'm guessing Hemh is a Brighton fan.
Yeah. You mentioned that in the chat.
Nice.
Right, Phantom,
Nice.
what are you going for? What's your prediction? City and Arsenal.
City and Arsenal.
Over
I'm
to
going
Kev.
to go. It's going to be a sickening match, but I reckon
City.
2-2 draw again.
Oh,
Sickening.
He's agreeing with me.
I was going to go for that as well, but
Sickening.
I can't.
It's going to
I
be
need
a
to back 'em.
sickening match. It's going to be like it's going to be sickening. I just feel the sickliness. I can taste it in my mouth already from this game. It's going to be some nonsense. Who's referee? That's the big question. Who's referee? Who's refereeing this match? Goodness sake, man. Oh my days.
Right.
Ricky, what's your prediction? You said 2-2, yeah? You're also 2-2.
2-2. Yeah, you copied me.
Someone's gonna score on their debut. Like Marmoush is gonna like announce himself. Some stupid
Okay.
goals.
Well,
Gonna
one
cut
thing's
in
for
and
sure
early.
is there ain't no Arsenal player going to score in their debut, man, because it's going to be as it is.
Right.
We ain't signing no one.
Guys, final thoughts real quickly. 30 seconds.
Final thoughts. Well, you know what? Yeah, referees. It's just referee Arsenal the same way you referee everybody else. Yeah, that's one thing to say. Yeah. 2, Spurs keep Postecoglou in his job. I can't lie. I don't think he deserves to get sacked. Yeah, keep him at least until the Carabao Cup final. Yeah, I'll say that. That's my word on Spurs and Arsenal.
Okay.
Since it's us two today.
Ange doesn't deserve it. Jordan, final thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of if just to kind of echo and elaborate, I think that being real, Ange, whether you sack Ange or keep Ange, is entirely immaterial at this point.
Yep.
Because the problems lie higher than that. Arsenal, please make some signings, man. It's too late already, but please just do something in the window.
Okay, cool. And my final thought is, Ange definitely doesn't deserve to be sacked. He's in all competitions already, but I cannot wait to see the post-match interview from this absolutely terrible game.
Hopefully, he treats the journalists with a bit of respect this time, because I know when he don't like.
I can't see that happening. He's Australian.
Hopefully, he makes eye contact with the journalist. You know, Postecoglou always say he's always looking down, like there's a guy who's drilled a hole in the bottom of the floor underneath the interview, looking up at him with the mic, like, "Hey, Postecoglou, what you saying? Watch."
Okay,
he does not make
guys,
eye contact with the interviewer.
Guys, that is a wrap. It's been an absolute pleasure of you guys joining for our live podcast, Watchalong Spurs v Leicester, with our Premier League roundup. Anyone that gives a win to RVN deserves to get sacked. Yeah.
Got a point.
He has got a point, but I'm ignoring it. I'm pretending I'm Stevie Wonder. But on that note, guys,
by the way.
Exactly,
everyone's got a Stevie Wonder can see story.
Did you see where the mic was falling over and he grabbed it?
He caught it with his hand.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Peripheral vision.
I don't believe it. I don't believe him. No one believes him. No one believes him. Okay, and don't forget, boys and girls, we are definitely back at Wednesday at 7:45 for our Champions League special live watch along as well. And the panelists will be a surprise. Phantom, Jordan, it's been an absolute pleasure of sharing this stream with two Gooners, and it's painful to say that Spurs didn't get 3 points. Oh, what a shocker. So stay tuned, everyone that is watching the Badge Sports, and we'll see you very soon. Thank you and good night. Good night,
Peace,
gents.
guys.
Peace.
Big up yourselves.